Ninja Gaiden 2 Black has officially been released with the announcement of Ninja Gaiden 4, and obviously people are talking about censorship. Censorship is a huge conversation anytime a game gets remastered or remade or whatever the case may be, and a lot of the conversation has to do with the female characters and how they've been toned down and their boobs are smaller or whatever the case may be. But I don't want to talk about that necessarily right now. I want to talk about the missing content because there is a subsection of people that are complaining about how much missing content is missing from this game. And I got to be honest with you guys, it's a lot of content, and they haven't really made an announcement as to why there is so much content missing, at least not at the time of this video. But there's a lot, and I want to go over it. So I saw this post over here on X from an account called Roya Must Die that says, yesterday saw the release of Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, the definitive edition of a beloved game, but we're finding that a lot of content has been removed from the classic. I will note them in this thread and hope Team Ninja Studio can be able to restore it. So let's get into this video, guys. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it and like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm. So that's how the thread starts. Now let's read the first thing here. So vanilla costumes. Ninja Gaiden 2 on the Xbox featured 4 recolors of the classic Black Falcon outfit. These outfits are missing. So these outfits that were in the original game are currently missing from the remastered edition Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. Let's get into the next one. You got vanilla DLC costumes. Ninja Gaiden 2 on the Xbox also sported 15 DLC costumes. Strangely enough, Biometal is in the game files of Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, and Fiend has it in its base color, but not the rest. So a lot of these outfits are missing, and some of these were actually pretty fucking awesome. I remember some of these, but they are not in the remastered version of the game. So we are not starting off on a great foot, ladies and gentlemen. This is a lot of missing content. Now we also have this mission mode. Originally, DLC for the Xbox featured 20 plus missions with increasing challenges beyond that offered in the main game. These are different than the tag missions in Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, mind you, and are playable exclusively solo. So they are missing the mission mode from the original game. Now you also have survival mode. Guys, this thread is very long, so grab your popcorn. Seriously, it's insane. We got survival mode. Part of the mission mode DLC, it featured a unique survival mode map for each weapon with leaderboards. This is one of the most popular modes, and it's still active to this day with new records being set. It being absent is a real head scratcher, so they don't even have the mission mode survival mode. They don't even have that in the game, unfortunately, for this remaster. Then you got New Game Plus and Plus Plus. So this one's interesting, right? Because if you have a remaster game, obviously you want people to be able to enjoy it for as long as possible, and a New Game Plus mode would would help people try to get more out of the game, especially with all the other stuff we talked about with the mission mode and the survival mode. All that stuff missing is going to hurt the longevity of this game, unfortunately. And I'm sure they're probably just hoping to sell the game based off of hype, because a lot of people are hyped for Ninja Gaiden 4, and they're just going to enjoy what they can have now while they wait for the obvious game that they're waiting for. But still, you want people to be able to enjoy for a long period of time. You want people to be able to have the full experience, but you can't have that if all this content's missing. So this says New Game Plus mode and Plus Plus. Ninja Gaiden 2 on the Xbox allowed players to either replay a beaten difficulty with all their upgrades intact, or replay it with all weapons but starting at its lowest level, allowing for players to fully beat the game with every weapon. That's also missing from the game. Then you got Sigma 2 DLC costumes. Ninja Gaiden 2 Sigma version on the PlayStation 3 featured 4 exclusive costumes for its DLC. These are also absent. So there's a ton of, let's just be real, there's a ton of outfits that are missing. That's one of the things, and I don't know if it's a licensing problem. I don't know if it's any problem. I really have no idea. I mean, this is insane that there's this much content missing. And I think I saw somebody comment that they supposedly lost half of the data, but I don't think that's true. I think that's been debunked, but let's continue. Then Sigma 2 Plus costumes. The Vita re-release of Sigma 2, also featured in the recently released Master Collection, are also absent. This includes a throwback costume to Dead or Alive and some recolors also absent. So it makes you wonder, are they going to be selling this down the line? Is it absent because they want to sell it to you as DLC to make as much money from this remaster as they possibly can while they can until Ninja Gaiden 4 releases? Because why would all this be missing? This is great stuff here. I mean, look at these like this is awesome. Why would this be missing? It just, I don't know. Oh, here we go. Co-op mode. So co-op mode, Sigma 2 was innovative in the genre by pushing a co-op mode where players could play online together to face brutal challenges. This mode was changed with the Vita release and subsequent re-releases, including Black, replacing the player with an AI. So co-op mode is obviously not going to be in the game. And then you have Ninja Race mode, a special bonus mode introduced in the Vita version and also present in the recent Master Collection, a fast-paced scoring mode with unique challenges. That is not in the game, so that's been removed. Then you got enemy count. I put this last since it's technically not missing content, but it is missing. Ninja Gaiden 2 is known for its huge enemy numbers, with you fighting to survive. A lot of stages are now once again very empty, which is surprising, especially Chapter 14. So I don't know, maybe they nerfed the game. Maybe they made the game a little bit easier. They lowered the enemy count because people, Ninja Gaiden games are known to be very difficult, so they probably wanted to tone down the game for the modern audience or something like that. You know, we don't really know, but I do find that to be very curious and very interesting that the enemy count was reduced. So that's a good note from this guy. So shout out to you. Now this person says, now there are obviously also good changes like the removal of Liberty Boss, Worm Boss, and things like increased loading speeds. I hope Team Ninja can fix these issues and really deliver the definitive experience of the beloved game. Thank you for reading. And also he seems to have forgotten some. He says a few more since I forgot. The game is also missing 2 weapons, namely the incendiary shurikens, now given to Ayane, and the windmill shuriken. Also, the Dynasty Warrior collab costumes are in fact gone. So, guys, the amount of content in this game that's missing is astronomical. And I gotta imagine for most Ninja Gaiden fans, they're probably just going to be okay with having whatever the base version of the remastered game is that they can have, as long as it's bloody, gory, and fast-paced combat. I think most of them are not going to care about the outfits and are going to be okay with playing the game. But I gotta imagine that the people who are hardcore Ninja Gaiden fans, the ones who have every version, the ones who played all the releases, I gotta imagine they're going to feel a little bit gypped knowing that there is so much content not in this game, especially, forget the outfits, especially all of the different game modes. The fact that that's not in this game is a little bit disheartening, considering this is supposed to be the definitive edition of Ninja Gaiden 2, right? This is supposed to be the one that everybody's going to go to play, and it's missing stuff. I mean, how can you want to do that if it's missing stuff? Oh, another one, Test of Valor. These were hidden special challenges in a main campaign. They gave good rewards, but were exceedingly difficult to beat. They were in the 360 version only, and it's not in this game. So again, guys, this is a pretty big letdown. Look, you got someone say this was the biggest letdown for me outside of no co-op for missions. The AI is horrendous and a nightmare trying to beat the ultimate missions because AI dies too much, resulting in mission failure. So unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, while Ninja Gaiden 2 Black is an awesome game, looks good, and I honestly can't wait to get it, it's on my wish list, I think at this point it's safe to say that it is half of what the other games were. Unfortunately, it's missing a lot of content, and if you just want to play a game that happens to have, just modern graphics and whatnot, then that's something different. And if you're using this as an in-between experience until Ninja Gaiden 4 releases, then I understand that, and that's totally different. But at the end of the day, unfortunately, I do have to report that it is missing a lot of content. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.